Mm. Now, it's unlikely he's not going to get 10 years. He beat the major charges. Now, the reason that Diddy beat these major charges, right? I'm saying Diddy lawyers, man. Yeah. The reason that he beat the case was because the lawyers advised him to give the money to Cassie. And yo, what's up, Derek? What's going on? And the minute he gave the money to Cassie, that tainted the case. Period. Not guilty on sex trafficking, but he's guilty on what? Transportation. The lesser charge of all of it. So the major charges Diddy is found not guilty on. The major charges not guilty. The lesser charges, transportation, he's found guilty, which could be time served. So Diddy came out the winner. So he's he's guilty on two charges of transportation, which is the lesser. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah, he probably got time served. Diddy's coming home. Diddy's coming home. See, everybody like, oh, Diddy gonna get life in prison. Oh, Diddy gonna get life. Diddy gonna get life. Where y'all at now? Where y'all at now? Life what, man? He was found not guilty of the freak-offs. Both of them. You know why, right? Cassie took the money. How you gonna take the money before the trial? Okay, if I'm the juror, I'm like, damn, before she even went to trial, she already took money from the man? Not guilty. Period. That's what it fell down to. I ain't say that in the beginning because I wanted y'all to really realize the reason Cassie and the other girl was because they took the money. It was consent. The jury realized it was consent. That's why he was found not guilty on that. Now, transportation is a different story because it said, the jury said we cannot let him go scot-free. You know, we can't let him walk out of here. But we're going to give him the lesser charge, transportation. The lesser of the charges, we're going to give Diddy. The lesser of the charges. But the serious charges, no way. No way. We cannot charge him for transport, you know what I mean, for racketeering. We cannot charge him for this and no. He was found not guilty on the Cassie charge and Jane not guilty. Not guilty on those charges. They took the money before the trial. Cassie took the money before the trial. That's what happens. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Diddy coming home. Diddy's coming home. Y'all hit that like button. Y'all coming to the building. Y'all hit the like button. My man Derek said, watch how many celebrities speak out now. Yeah, they're going to speak out now. But I knew Diddy was coming home. I'm like, this is consent. This is consent. 100% consent, bro. That is consent, bro. 100%. Diddy is coming home. You know what I'm saying? It's breaking news right now. You know, so, you know, people was waiting, the prosecution team, nothing from the beginning, my guy. They had nothing. Thank you for timing them out. Appreciate you, man. Time him out, because I couldn't do it. You know, I was trying to block his ass. you know, I couldn't get to him. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, man, they had nothing, gang. Well, I'm watching it right now.
That's my understanding that most over-the-counter drugs focus only on the cost.
I'm watching it right now.
And they do it in an unnatural, imbalanced way.
They got nothing, man. Turn that down real quick. The prosecution had nothing. Diddy would have been free. Diddy would have been free. Not guilty on all the charges if they didn't have the video. You know what I'm saying? If they didn't have the video of Cassie getting assaulted, Diddy would have been found not guilty on all the charges. Think about that. The only reason he was convicted because they had the video. So they had to find him guilty on something. no video, he would have walked out of there. You know what I'm saying? But Diddy's, yeah, Fat Joe is next, but Fat Joe is worse, bro. This, like I said, this was nothing. This is Bedroom Tales. This was made for a porn magazine. That was my whole, that was my whole thing from the beginning, bro. This was made for a porn magazine, bro. This don't got nothing to do with nothing. This don't got nothing to do with nothing, bro. That's all this was. This got nothing to do with nothing. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Fat Joe's situation is totally different, man. Fat Joe is totally different, y'all. You know what I'm saying? This is breaking news right now. You know what I'm saying? Breaking news is going down. You know what I'm saying? Diddy was found not guilty on the serious charges, and he was found guilty on the transportation, which, even an expert lawyer said that could be months in prison. The lawyer said, they could give him months in prison, which would be time served. And they even said Diddy could go home until the sentencing. So Diddy is going to walk out of there because he's not, you know what I mean? So he don't got to worry about bail no more. He could go home until the sentencing. Diddy, listen, Diddy got spared again, man. Diddy got spared. You understand what I'm telling y'all? They spared Diddy's life. They spared his life. Now, when you look at the transportation thing, right? The racketeering conspiracy, they was going through days and days and days trying to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Now we see, not guilty on the life sentence, the racketeering conspiracy, not guilty on the prostitution and all that, not guilty on that. He's not guilty for the Cassie situation because Cassie took the money before the trial. You take the money before the trial. Now, the lawyers advised Diddy to give her the money. Just give her the money. Diddy lawyers advised her, give her the money, and she's gonna mess up the case. Mess up the whole case. So, you know what I'm saying? So I look at that and I'm like, everybody wanted Diddy to go down. They pray for my downfall. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to tell y'all what it's going to be now. Diddy's going to go home until sentencing, and he's going to be with his family. Y'all mad at that? Y'all mad at that? There's more serious things in the world that y'all could be worried about. Why are y'all worried about, a man and his sex life? Like I never worried about it, bro. A man and his sex life, like why worry about that? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Let's, So I knew the case was weak from the beginning. It was a weak case, okay? It's a weak case, man. You know what I'm saying? And mainstream media, they was hoping for the conviction of the serious charges. That's what mainstream media was hoping for. Oh, he's going to be convicted for life. They was praying for that. A lot of people, even the haters. Oh, Diddy's going away for life. Listen, man. Yeah, you know what I mean? Common sense. She took the money before the trial. It's going to be no conviction there. Come on, who y'all playing with, man? I speak the truth here. Oh, she took the money before the trial? You're going to be found not guilty for that. You're going to be found not guilty for that. That's what greed gets you. That's what greed gets you every time. Greed is going to get you. Like I said, Diddy is coming home, man. Diddy won. Period. Diddy won. He is coming home. Derek said they had a better chance at convicting him for Tupac and Biggie murder. Oh, my God. That's bars right there. Damn. Yeah, they had a better chance at that. At least, if Diddy had paid Keefe D or one of them the money, they had a better chance tracking down the funds. But this right here was all consent. And the jury seen it that way. The jury seen it was all consent. but we cannot prosecute him for everything. So we're gonna get him for something. Something we're gonna get him for. We're gonna get him for something. The lesser charge. They got him for the lesser charge. They got him for the lesser. Got him for the lesser charge, and it's like, wow. You know what I'm saying? It's like, wow. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. You know, it's crazy how it played out. So, you know, like my man Derek said, a lot of celebrities gonna speak out now. They're gonna, you know, try to get back on Puff's good side. You know what I'm saying? Cause he really beat the case, man. He really beat the case. So yeah, so if y'all can see in the background, I got the counts: racketeering, sex trafficking, sex trafficking. So the counts for racketeering, not guilty. Sex trafficking, not guilty. Sex trafficking or coercion, not guilty. You dig what I'm saying? He's only guilty for the transportation, counts 3 and counts 5. That's all he's guilty for. Counts 3 and counts 5. That's all Diddy's guilty for in this whole situation. The lesser of them charges. Wow. That's insane, bro. The lesser of them charges Diddy got found not guilty for. Yo, what's up? What's up, y'all? What's up? What's going on? What's going on? Just tapping in with y'all for a quick, recap. Diddy was found not guilty on the lesser charges. The only charges he was found guilty on was transportation, was 2 counts of transportation. 2 counts of transportation, counts 3 and 5. Counts 3 and 5 is what Diddy was found guilty on. 2 counts of that, which could be from a couple months to a few years in jail. But the lawyer's gonna plead and they're gonna come to an agreement, and it's gonna be time served, man. Diddy is coming home on time served. And before the sentencing, Diddy is gonna be home. You know what I'm saying? Time served. Let the man back to his family, man. That was a good verdict. I'm not gonna lie, man. I wish it was not guilty all across the board, but the jury scared me. They scared me for a minute, man. I'm like, oh snap, they're gonna convict this man for some decades. That's what I was scared of. The decades. It wasn't that, man. It wasn't decades. You know what I'm saying? Now, all Diddy got to do is change his life, man. You know what I'm saying? Just humble yourself, bro. You got a second chance. Diddy got a second chance now. They spared him, man. The sex trafficking, the serious charges, he found not guilty, man. All the serious charges Diddy was found not guilty for. They spared his life. You understand what I'm saying? Diddy was spared. Now, all you got to do is change your life. You don't know. You can't do that no more. Obviously not. But at the end of the day, Diddy came out with just a little scratch. It was not bruises. It's just a little scratch he got. That's all it was. Diddy just got a little scratch at the end of the day, man. But it's your boy Kavion. Hit that like, subscribe button for your boy, and I'm out the building, y'all. Peace.